Breaking news in the 7 o'clock hour last night. The Justice Department is promising to release a copy of its probe into President Biden over his alleged mishandling of classified documents. Apparently, they wrap things up.
But there could be a delay as witnesses are reportedly asking to review it first before it's released.
I can't wait to see it. Critics are raising concerns over Biden's competency after he name-dropped another dead European leader. Sounds like the name of a band. Wasn't there a dead president?
Dead.
Yeah. Jacqui Heinrich is live with the White House. That's true, too. Jacqui, I haven't heard Helmut Kohl a lot in the news, so it was good to hear him again.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that in just a moment, Brian. But back to these classified documents and this investigation. The Attorney General, Merrick Garland, reportedly told Congress that the investigation is complete, pledging to release the findings soon to Congress and to the public and to disclose as much as possible once the White House finishes its review for any executive privilege concerns, which is expected to wrap up this week. Biden's team reportedly is not expecting any charges from special counsel Robert Hur, but they are worried that his report will include embarrassing details, including photos potentially about how he stored the documents.
By the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage. Okay, so it's not like you're sitting out in the street. But anyway,
was in a locked garage.
Yes, as well as my Corvette.
ABC reports attorneys for witnesses who cooperated with this case, from junior staffers to senior advisors, privately pleaded with her to let them preview portions of this draft report before it's available to the public, claiming that Her might miss factual context. But Her reportedly rejected their request. There's been ongoing concern that this case would hurt the president's re-election campaign, allowing voters to draw equivalencies with the legal challenges facing former President Trump, who last night Biden referred to as an existential threat. But it is how Biden referred to other world leaders last night that's making headlines again this morning. For the second time this week, Biden told a story about a 2021 summit detailing a conversation with a foreign leader who died years ago. The last time he told this exact same story on Sunday, he swapped out French President Macron for the late French President Mitterrand, who died in 1996. This time he swapped out German Chancellor Angela Merkel for the late German Chancellor Helmut Kohl, who died in 2017. Talking about January 6th, Biden said, quote, "I sat down and I said, well, America's back. And the president of France looked at me and said, for how long? I never thought of it this way. Then Helmut Kohl of Germany looked at me and said, what would you say, Mr. President, if you picked up the London Times tomorrow morning and learned that 1,000 people had broken down the doors?" Biden's aides apparently never told him that he screwed up, because he told this exact same story using Helmut Kohl's name at two events last night, 30 blocks and 3 avenues apart. So during the long motorcade, no one told the president that he got it wrong, and you should probably fix it for the next event. Guys.
You're probably right. So, Jacqui, your colleague Peter Doocy asked Karine Jean-Pierre about, why is the president saying he just talked to a dead guy? And she said, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. At some point, they're going to have to address he's messing stuff up.
Yeah, and it's, hard to argue that it's a rabbit hole when you have an NBC poll showing 76% of voters have serious concerns or major concerns about whether the president's mental fitness can withstand another 4 years. That's a huge chunk of people, and it's not Republicans only in that poll. This is just registered voters.
Jacqui,
so, big issue.
I don't know if you had a chance to look at it yet, but a lot of times they change the transcript and fix it.
They did say I think they said they were going to.
Did they change Helmut Kohl out too?
They did.
I haven't seen the official transcript yet. The pool reports came out late last night because he had a couple of events back to back. Usually the official transcript comes out sometime in the next 24 hours. They did, though, fix the Sunday one, and they strike through Mitterrand and they put in parentheses Macron. They don't ever announce when they do this, but they also don't conceal it. They strike it out and then put the correction in there. If you were to comb through for all of the strike-throughs in the White House reports, you'd probably get a lot.
No kidding.
All right. Thank you, Jacqui.
Thanks.
Yeah, traffic was horrible in New York yesterday because the president was going to all of these fundraiser
Shaking
events.
the money tree.
Yeah. Carly, I know I heard you earlier on your show.
Yeah, it usually takes me about 20 minutes to get home. It was about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think my Uber driver's still there. I mean, he's never going to see his family again.
Absolutely.
It was absolute gridlock.
Took forever.
So thank you, Mr. Biden. I understand you got to fundraise, but it sure kept people in their cars.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.